The giants of the Big Five. Elephants are some of the most formidable creatures in Africa and by far one of its largest. But their mammoth size and appetite is something that has to be carefully monitored because in fenced-off reserves they're known to cause a significant depletion of natural resources as well as damage to the local ecosystem. At the Pinde Game Reserve in KwaZulu-Natal's Maputo land region, researchers carefully monitor the elephant population and track their movements. It's an important task in understanding how to deal with natural feeding habits, which can become quite destructive.
Because of the way that elephants forage, they often push over a lot of trees, which is completely natural for elephants, and they leave a lot of broken trees, debris lying around, which in terms of other smaller browsers, it allows them to get to leaves that they wouldn't otherwise normally get to. So it plays an important role in the ecosystem, but it does have a negative effect on forests or the small to medium, larger sized trees that are very, very old and take a very long time to grow.
Evidence can be seen here. Branches snapped off from a passing herd, making their way through a sand forest.
Yeah, so this is the matriarch that just walked past with the collar.
With a population of just over 100, each elephant can be individually identified. It's among a number of conservational efforts, including contraception, in order to keep the elephant population at a manageable size.
If we didn't have the immunocontraception, we'd be sitting right now in a huge dilemma where we'd have probably double the elephants that this reserve can support, and that's the idea behind it. So to not to stop the breeding, so we do get sort of 3, 4, 5 calves a year, but it's to slow it down.
There are of course other more practical measures that have been put in place to ensure that the pachyderms don't go into sensitive areas, including this fence that's meant to heed a small warning.
Been up for about 6-7 years now, and we've managed to keep them out, obviously through we've energized the wires that you see, so there is a voltage going through it, which they don't like.
For now, the research team will continue to monitor the movements and behavior of the elephants and any future impact they may have not only on the environment but on all species. A lot of conservational work has gone into the elephant population and their role within the environment. But there's also a major concern here because there's been a spike in elephant poaching, and those after its prize ivory are not sparing any consideration for this species. Travers, CCTV from South Africa's Maputo land region.